So we'll just shoot the shit? Alright.
More shit coming in? Oh yeah, there.
Capture a sunset, Essus Capulet, maintaining the Romeo, called upon terror show, sunlight through trees, please.
I was, I guess I was 17 when I joined, so I was still in school, and I guess I found out pretty soon on that I wanted to go overseas once I found out that there was opportunities to go on deployments, so I kind of put all my effort into finding the shortest way possible overseas. My second deployment to Afghanistan, I was part of the provincial reconstruction team. We went all over from the borders of Pakistan to Panjwai district. We got there in the end of September, and I was only there till February 12th when I got injured and sent home.
Sunlight through trees, please. Blindness on its knees. Blessings come in.
Okay? And if you look at this, this is the blasting cap. I don't want to see anybody playing with the blasting cap in their hands, because the heat from your hand can't set it off. And all of a sudden we'll start calling you three fingers and making fun of you. Alright?
So here, this is just our training range, firing claymores off, and then the second one's the one that actually hit me.
Is a must here.
Just a simple training day, and then you hear guys yelling for medic, and that was really the first indication that something went wrong. I thought it was a rock, because I got hit by a rock by the first one that went off in the hand, and that hurt. And I was like, oh, oops. Yeah, I just thought a piece of something knocked the wind out of me. I didn't know that it had gone right through me, actually, and then came out my back. It was sticking in my skin on the way out, so when they rolled me over to check for an exit wound, they could see it protruding. I walked maybe 15 feet away, and I sat down, and guys were right on me. One guy was actually going to come jack me up for lounging around while people were injured, right? And then he realized I was, like, bleeding out of my lungs, so he's a funny guy. The other guys were saying, don't worry about it, it didn't hit your lung, it's too low. I'm like, well, there's important things below your lungs. So once they took my vest off and started cutting my clothes off, and I could see into my, a dime-sized hole. I felt like we were in a movie. There's bits of ammo salvage everywhere. There's medical equipment, and there's people running around, calling in helicopters or landing, and you're on a stretcher getting taken away. It's pretty surreal. It felt like forever because I didn't take morphine or anything. I just had to take the pain. And I was pretty shocked when I woke up in Kabul. They're like, hey, you lost your kidney, and they just went through the list. And I'm like, oh. And then they brought in an American medevac plane specifically designed to take guys to Germany. And that was the most painful experience of my life. And what it was is because my lung was collapsed, I had a hard time breathing. Every time I doze off or start to go to sleep, I would wake up suffocating. So I had to focus on breathing for 14 hours on that flight. And that, with the turbulence and me being still opened up, my guts were just kind of splashing. Oh, it hurt. Okay, so this one here is where they cut you open, and they took out my obviously my kidney, my spleen, and pancreas, and all the fun ones. And then they also take out your guts as well, so they can go through every little bit.
They take out your guts.
Everything. To make sure that nothing went into your intestine, and so that's all this comes out. They go through and then they put it back in. They don't sew you up because it's so swollen. So. Actually, we were talking about a board game, Axis and Allies, and we had money on the game, so it was very important that we won. When that Claymore went off, that was it. You know, it was a game changer. So he actually got hit in the aorta. It's not a bad way to go out, I guess. It was quick. He didn't suffer, but hit him in the heart and unrecoverable. I just remember him being worked on. They were doing CPR, yelling at him to stay awake. One thing I told his mom too, which kind of touched her, is that I held his hand. They told us to reassure your buddy, to make sure that people around them, you hold their hand and let them know. So, but he didn't make it. They tried working on him the whole way. So, yeah. I don't think people know really how to respond to you, especially if you're injured and all the things you're going through. You tell people the story and people are just shocked. Even my parents, like, well, we don't know what to do. So your close family has a hard time, let alone your friends. So you're in your own world. So I know a lot of the wounded guys, so I hang out with them, and it's been good that way. But you call it whatever you want, but it takes a while for you to settle back down. You know, it doesn't take too long for you to get into that tour mode, but coming out of it, especially back-to-back tours, and then just the amount of guys you lost, and kind of, you know, that's always in the back of your mind. And I always figured if I was going to get pinned in my lab upside down, that I'd use the gun for myself, not because my pistol, because I didn't want to burn to death like a few other people I'd seen happen to. I've seen their vehicles burn, you know the guys inside alive. That's not good, so... It's a tradition in the messes that when you cheers with your buddies, that you tap the bar with your beer glass, and then that's for your buddies who've fallen. So now I know quite a few people who've been killed, so I've got all my friends doing it now, but yeah, it's still in the back of my mind. They don't know why they do it, but I definitely do. So I think about all the guys that I lost. So I think when you're upset, if you drink, your inner demons come out. So I think if you've been injured in a war, drinking's probably not the best thing for you. I guess anytime you get together with Army guys, whatever, and you talk about things you went through, conversations are kind of graphic, I suppose, and that just pushed people away who weren't involved in that, and that would just bring up bad memories that would just maybe make the night degrade. I fist fought my best buddy, had a lot of fights with a couple good friends, which I normally would have never done that, so it puts you in a bad place. And I think if you maybe are a little bit depressed about where you're at, if you drink a bit too much, then you'll actually compound that. So I feel much better now, but I'm aware of that. You can't have too much. Even when I went across the border there, they were wondering why I had veteran plates. They thought it was my grandpa's vehicle or something. And I'm like, well, what kind of grandpa drives a 4Runner with mud all over it and stuff? Well, I guess you just think of veterans as an old guy that comes to school, talk once a year about World War I or World War II, where you don't think about the guy who's just gotten back maybe a month ago. A lot of times I think people are in their own world, they don't notice them, but it is kind of funny that you'll pull up to a gas station and I get out and I have that plate, so I get a kick out of it. I guess it was difficult to fit in the sense that I just didn't go see people to talk to them. It took me a while to figure out my own thoughts before I could go hang out with friends, and so that took some time. So the only guys I did talk to were people that were kind of going through the same thing, because my friends just couldn't understand what I was going through, so I couldn't really bring them in, because what do you tell a friend that has no idea? I've kind of moved on so much that it doesn't really bother me now if people don't really understand, just because I can't really dwell on it. I have to do my own thing to go forward and take care of myself in terms of getting a job and that kind of stuff. So. I feel lucky now, I suppose. I feel like my luck has changed. For a while there, everything kind of seemed to go wrong. Everything I tried, no matter how hard I worked, things would just not work out the way I wanted them to. So now it seems like things are going better, so I feel good about that.